Shaheen, oh my God, it's Monday again.
Is it? Oh, wow.
It is Monday. That means it's time for Mortgage Mondays. So, what do you want to talk about today? Any ideas? What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about inspections, home inspections.
Okay.
So typically, it's the realtor goes to the home inspection,
Right.
along with the buyer, maybe sometimes. But we as a lender also go to the home inspections. We're probably the only lender in town who does that.
Wow.
And gives the buyer and the agents perspective from the lending point of view on little stuff that they may have otherwise missed. You know what I mean? For the
So I'm assuming then it would also be like for the FHA, so that if there's certain things that FHA requires, you can already point that out to the.
Yeah, exactly. Mostly it's like safety things and could be minor stuff. Like I had one last week where there was a light bulb hanging in the attic, and it was like, it was just hanging there. Had like a couple of wires sticking out. Probably no big deal, but from FHA point of view, it could be a safety hazard. They could get electrocuted. Who knows? So stuff like that, they would want the seller to fix it. So little things I can point out from the financing point of view and say, hey, by the way, see that little crack on the window? Mm-hmm. Not a big deal, but you want to get that fixed before the appraiser gets there. So little stuff which most people may not notice, or you may think is not a big deal, but from the lending point of view, it could be a big deal. So you can point out to the seller and say,
so we don't want to find out like at closing or closer to
we don't want
finalizing.
Yeah, we
the
don't
deal.
want the appraisal done, and then they're going to require it to be fixed, and then the appraiser needs to go back, and the fee for the buyer. So we try to avoid all that. There's minor stuff, and I think that might need to be fixed. So you can point them out and say, hey, get that done.
It's also another second body.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is actually great. Which brings me to my next topic that I've always been very curious about. I'd love to hear from you. We have occasionally been approached by people who, let's say, they're international. So they're a buyer out of London or Dubai or somewhere, a different part of the world, that want to purchase. Obviously, they purchase cash. That's easy. We don't have to. But can you, as a lender, can you guys actually finance internationally, like for an international buyer?
Yeah.
Assuming they're fully qualified.
Absolutely. We have foreign national loans.
Okay.
Most countries we can lend on those. Okay. And it's 25% down payment. Okay. And they finance 75%. So we have buyers who typically they pay cash, but this way they can leverage their funds and maybe get multiple properties. Instead of putting all the funds in one, you can get 2 or 3 houses and get 25% down.
Interesting. So then how does the credit score work? Because they're not going to have a social security number. How do you pull their credit?
Certain countries do, like if it's Canada, it's easier. It's kind of intermingled as far as the credit.
Oh, okay.
The other countries which don't have credit, then they go by whatever they have in their country, equivalent to the U.S., like tax returns or W-2s or whatever they have in their country to verify the income. They go by that instead.
Right. I didn't know, because so then you're one of the few rare people. I mean, I don't know how many lenders do it, but I've never heard of a lender even offering that as a possibility.
Yeah, most lenders don't. Yeah. It's got to be, there's only a couple of lenders that do foreign national loans. And yeah, we've done them for a long time. We've helped a lot of buyers who otherwise didn't know that they could do it.
Yeah, no, that's actually great for us to know, and for our viewers out there, if you ever know anyone that wants to purchase, let's say they're just moving in from, or they want to buy, they're planning on moving in next year or two, let me go ahead and buy it now, and lock it in, and they can go ahead and buy it and put the 25% down, and they'll finance the rest, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and most of them are investors.
Yeah.
They're gonna rent it out. Mm-hmm. And we can be the eyes and ears for the property. Exactly,
which is actually another tie in. There's as a lender that would actually go to the inspections. That's pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, because the buyer is not going to be there at the inspection. They're not here, so that way we can point out to them anything that is missed or if it needed to be fixed or from the.
I would imagine at that point we probably also need a very good inspector too, because you don't want them to miss anything.
Yeah,
because it's a. I mean, they're buying it essentially sight unseen.
Exactly.
But anyway, or they could actually be visiting, and that's okay too.
Yeah, if they're here, then obviously.
How long does that process take for them to get approved for a international buyer?
Typically, it's 45 days.
Okay.
Yeah, closing. So just like any normal loan.
So so if they were to come, let's say if someone knew that they were coming, what should they bring with them to maybe even speed up the process? Should we? Do they need proof of income, or what's the best thing to bring with them?
Bring with them the income and bank statements. So generally, you need 2 months of bank statements.
Okay.
They don't need to have a U.S. account if they don't have one.
Okay.
Just they can bring the ones that they have in their country.
Okay.
Once they have a contract, they can open an account here and transfer the funds.
Perfect.
So 2 months bank statements. Usually a letter from the bank stating they're in good standing for so many years, letter from the employer. Most countries don't have W-2s or similar. If they have tax returns or pay stubs, they can bring those. Or letter from employer is very important to show their position, salary, and how long they worked there. And then we can start from there and put it all together.
Right. No, that's great. I mean, so listen, if you are actually out there and you're watching this and you're an international buyer that wants to purchase in the U.S. and you're credit worthy, but you haven't been able to find a way to do it, let us know. We'll get you in contact with Shane Wazir. His information is actually down below it's always going to be down below in the comments, in the actual post itself. And give us a call and we'll get you set up to get an investment property down here. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you liked us, please like it, share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever social media you use. Feel free to also subscribe, follow, and our hashtag if you're looking for any of our stuff, because we have other videos, not just Mortgage Mondays. You can find us with hashtag H2Team Orlando. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a wonderful Monday.
Thank you. See you next Monday.